Namaste yogis. In today's practice, we're going to start on the floor. So if you'd like to make your way all the way down onto the floor, onto your back, place your feet hip distance apart, just scoot the hips all the way in towards the heels, and then just lower the upper body to the floor. So once you arrive here, just place one hand on the abdomen and one hand on the center of the chest. Let your elbows fall to the floor. And just close your eyes. Just taking these first few moments of the class, it's time just to settle in. Just creating a little bit of space between any activities that you've been participating in and this time. Just feel your body settling in and arriving. And just taking a moment just to check in physically. How do you feel right now? Energetically, emotionally, mentally. And then just noticing the movement of your breath. So as you inhale, how the belly, the chest, the rib cage expand, and as you exhale, they soften. And just following your breath like this for the next 4 rounds of breath. Inhaling, expanding abdomen, rib cage and chest. Exhale, soften abdomen, rib cage and chest. So using your breath as a tool to help anchor your awareness into this present moment. And then we just take a pause and set your intention for your practice today. And we'll rest our arms down by your side. We'll start with a little breath and movement. So begin your inhale and then allow your arms to reach up towards the ceiling and overhead, keeping your arms as straight as possible. Just notice what's happening in the shoulders and in the arms here on the chest. And begin your exhalation and lower the arms to the floor. We'll do this 3 more times with awareness, letting go of the arms completely in between. Start with the breath, allow the movement to follow. Inhale. Wait for your exhalation, arms back down by your side. And 2 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Letting go between each one. Inhale. The movement following the breath in the pause. Really notice what's happening in the right shoulder, the left shoulder. Wait for the exhale and lower the arms back down by your side. And then we'll take your right knee into your chest. Hug it all the way in as you do this. Get a sense of what's happening in the right thigh, the hip, the glute muscles here, lower back. Take the knee a little bit wider than normal when we do this. And then take your hands behind your thigh. So you're drawing your knee down towards the floor here. And then we'll bring the sole of the right foot up towards the ceiling for our happy baby, just one-legged Ananda Balasana happy baby. So we can use this version here if this feels good for you. Or if you like, you can bring your elbow on the inside of the knee and the hands can reach to the outside of the foot. And as you do this same movement, drawing the knee down towards the floor, But this time we begin to press the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. You can rest your left hand just on your left hip, just as a reminder to keep grounding the hips to the floor. So you're pressing the sole of the foot up, and then drawing the knee down. And just make sure the back of the head is nice and comfortable on the floor. There's no holding or tension in the jaw or the neck. Just breathing into the sensations you're feeling in the hamstrings here, the back of the thigh, into the hip, the glute muscles. Take one more breath in here, inhale. As you exhale, just hug that knee all the way back into the chest. Take a breath in, exhale, chin to chest, nose to knee. Open up the upper thoracic spine and the neck. And then just lower the head to the floor. Let go of any holding in the neck. And place that right foot on the floor. Just take a pause even just to check in. Can you notice a difference already between the left and the right side of the body? And then we'll draw that left knee in, just hug it into the chest here. Again, just checking in what's happening in the hamstrings here, glute muscles, hips, what's showing up. Then take the knee a little bit wider again, so it's moving towards the floor more so. Hands can become behind the thigh here, and you can keep drawing that knee down, press the sole of the foot up, or come into the fuller version with the elbow on the inside of the knee, hand on the outside of the foot. And you begin to draw that knee down and press the sole of the foot up. We can rest our right hand on our right hip, the elbow to the floor. The knee moves down, sole of the foot up. And just rest your awareness on wherever you feel the most sensation here. Just breathing into the sensations you're feeling. One more breath in here, inhale. Exhale, place that left foot on the floor. Just pause. Just notice what you're feeling. The feet, the ankle, the lower back. And then just draw your knees into your chest, and we begin to rock slowly from side to side. So you have options here. We can play with rocking back and forwards. If that doesn't feel right for your body, you can just roll onto your side and then make your way all the way onto your belly. Otherwise, we'll take our hands behind your thighs, chin to chest, and begin to rock back and forwards, just massaging out the full length of your spine here. And then from here, you come up to a seat. We'll place your hands on the floor, and we're going to make your way all the way down to your belly. And once you do this, we'll take our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart, and just come all the way to the floor, turn the head so that the left ear is on the floor. Just take a pause, just soften. And come back to center. You'll take your fingers off the mat. So you're up on your finger pads here. If this isn't comfortable for your fingers, if there's a lot of discomfort in there, you can just place your hands flat on the floor. Otherwise, onto your finger pads, and elbows are nice and wide. Press into the tops of your feet. So think of our Bhujangasana Cobra. As you press into the feet, you're activating the muscles of the legs, so you can feel the thighs beginning to tighten, the knees may come off the floor. Press the pubic bone down, draw your belly in, forehead is on the floor. And as you inhale, we'll lift the back ribs first. Lift the neck and the head. It's like a wave, and then you wave back down, lowering the ribs first. Bend the neck and the head. And we'll do this 2 more times. So waving up, inhale, back ribs, neck and head. Keeping it nice and fluid as you lower down. Really feeling into the movement. 1 more time like this. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. And then this time as you inhale up, we stay up. Bend your right elbow. Bring it towards the floor as you look out over your left elbow. Coming into a little twist here. Inhale back to center and lift up. Exhale, bend your left elbow. Look out over your right elbow. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower all the way back down. And this time we'll turn our right ear to the mat and take a pause. And soften and let the heels fall out. Now coming back to the center, we're coming into another back bend here. This is called Sphinx. So we take your elbows directly underneath your shoulders here. We'll bring your feet in so that they're hip distance apart. Actively press into your feet once again. So as you do this, press the pubic bone down. Draw your abdomen in. Even get a sense of lifting up through the pelvic floor muscles here. Elbows are underneath your shoulders, but you can begin to hug the elbows back. So without lifting them up, you can feel the chest moving between your upper arms here. So your chin is parallel to the floor and your gaze down the tip of your nose. We'll take a few breaths here. If this is causing any great discomfort in the lower back, you can take your elbows a little bit wider and that will just soften the bend. Just ease you out of it a little bit. Otherwise, we just gaze down the tip of the nose. Just 1 more breath here. We're going to play with this just to get into our body in a different way. Inhale, and as you exhale, begin to straighten your arms. Lift the belly off the mat, round into the upper back. Look back towards your navel, and then release the elbows to the floor. Inhale, exhale again. Just straighten the arms a little bit and look back. And then release the elbows to the floor. Inhale. 1 more time, exhale. And then bring them to the floor again. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Press back into child's pose. We'll take the knees as wide as the mat, big toes towards each other. Walk your hands forward. And then either rest your forehead on the floor or a cushion or a block here. We're going to walk all the way up. We're going to add a little bit of shoulder work in here. So if you're close to a door or a wall, we're going to place the hand on the wall. So just place it on the wall, that's it. And then walk forward. So you're in front of the arm. And then just bend your knees here a little bit until you feel a stretch into the shoulder. And you can straighten your legs and then just bend. So keeping the hands stationary, straighten and bend. Just 2 more. 1 more. And we'll hold it here. And then straighten the legs, and then we'll do the other side. So take your right arm down. We'll place your left hand onto your wall or your door. Spread your fingers and then walk slightly forward of the arm until you feel your edge here. Feel a little bit of a stretch. Feet are hip distance apart. We're going to bend the knees here and straighten and bend and straighten. Just 2 more. And then bend and just hold it there. So you may be able to walk a little further if your shoulder's more open, or walk a little bit further back. So just find where your edge is. You'll know when you get there, you'll feel sensation. underneath the arm, into the shoulder. Just one more breath in here. Inhale. And then exhale, release, just shake out the arms and the shoulders. And we'll make our way back down onto your mat, all the way onto your back, feet hip distance apart. Scoot the hips in and slowly lower to the floor. So finishing our practice today with a little twist. So we'll take your right ankle across your left thigh. Begin to lift the legs up. Take your left hand behind your left thigh or in front of the left shin. We'll just take 2 breaths here before we fall into our twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then place that left foot on the floor. Let both legs fall out to the right hand side. So that right ankle is across the left thigh. We'll open up our arms into a nice wide cactus here and turn the gaze to the left hand side. Keep both feet flexed. Your jaw soft. Just take time to arrive. Just breathing into the sensations that you're feeling here. Inhale slowly back to center. As you exhale, place your right foot on the floor. Maybe even just lift the hips for a moment. Place them back down. We'll take your left ankle across your right thigh. Lift your right leg. Take your hands behind the thigh in front of the shin. For 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. And then we'll release that right leg, place it on the floor, and let both legs fall over to the left-hand side. So that ankle is above the knee, it's on the thigh just above the knee. Open up your arms into a wide cactus, and then turn your gaze slightly to the right. Inhale slowly with awareness back to center. Place that left foot on the floor. We'll come into 1 hip bridge here just to finish off. Press down into the feet, lift the hips up. And then exhale, lower. Just hugging your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. And as you do this, feel the lower back pressing into the floor. Take another breath in. Exhale. Chin to chest, nose to knee. Squeeze everything, feet, hands and face. And then as you exhale, soften and arrive into a place that you can remain still for a few minutes here. Take whatever support you need. Make it nice and comfortable. Just feeling your body arriving on the floor. Just feeling the effects of this short practice on your physical body. Energetic, mental, emotional body. And then just notice the breath. Just notice the journey of each breath as it enters your body through your nose, makes its way down into your lungs, and as it leaves your body through the nose. So without trying to alter or change your breath in any way, just observe that natural breath flow. Each breath cleanses, nourishes, and energizes every cell in your body. And with each exhalation, you let go of something that no longer serves you. So breathing in nourishment, breathing out tiredness, breathing in love, breathing out stress. Breathing in peace. Breathing out irritation. Just getting a sense of the space in and around your body. And invite a deeper breath in. And introducing some small movement back into your hands, your feet. Maybe turning your head from side to side. And then taking a full body stretch, whatever way feels right for your body right now. And maybe a sigh or a yawn or some sound that would like to escape. And then placing your feet on the floor and just rolling slowly onto your right side. And so we stay there just for a little bit for today's reading. Value your past. Value your past and all the lessons you have learned. How easy it is to diminish the importance of our past and look on our history with a critical eye. We see the mistakes. We see what we think we should have known. We see what we could have done better. What we forget is that the reason we're able to see so clearly is because of the past and because of what we've learned. Often it's very easy to let the experiences, to regret our experiences. Value what you've learned in your past. Each lesson has led to the next. Each person and event in each part of our life has been invaluable in shaping and forming you, in creating the person you are today. Each part of your past, each person who has come into your life and shared experiences with you has helped you to open your heart more, to live, to love others and yourself. Even those experiences you might think of as wrong or mistakes have been important and necessary. Sometimes those experiences form the most important parts of you because they created in you compassion and understanding for others. Often the most painful events of your life are the ones that opened you up to the ability to bring healing, help, and hope to others. Your past taught you to love. It has helped you become a channel for divine love and a force for good in the world. When you look back at your past, look tenderly and gently at all you have been through. Look with the eyes of the soul. See that each experience was necessary to bring you home to your heart. And so when you're ready, slowly, mindfully bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. And we'll place our hands at heart center. Rest your awareness at the base of your spine. And as you inhale, lengthen from the tailbone to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, bow first to yourself and to each other. Namaste.